What are your opinions on YouTube's growth and Glad's Twitch rise? Actually, funny you say that. So, it's actually really funny you said that because I watched the interview with True Vanguard and Glad the other day. Actually, you know what? Do you mind if I just stop playing and explain this? Because this actually might be interesting to you guys. 1 second. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Glad kind of blew up out of nowhere in some people's eyes. He was speedrunning, he was doing all this stuff, but the time where he had a lot of his growth was when people weren't playing Destiny. He still liked it, he still enjoyed it, and he's like, you know what? If I'm gonna stream and everything, I'm gonna stream Destiny every day. I know there's people that still love this game. Mr. Fruit's gone, Dado's gone, MTash is gone, Cactus is, you know, like there was a bunch of people not playing Destiny. Triple Rex gone, Sir Demetrius is gone, Luminosity's gone, Anbu's gone. Like literally almost everyone quit. And so all of a sudden this huge, really busy directory with tons of people in it were gone. Miss Team KK was gone, Vio was gone, Geek Chick was not playing, like no one was playing. Dr. Lupo was gone, Crafty was gone, right? Literally all the big people were gone. Goth was gone, Broman's gone, everyone is gone, no one's playing. And so he saw that as an opening and he's like, man, no one is here streaming, but there's still a lot of people playing and I'm gonna try to stream. And so, you know, Glad streamed every day, even when it was at its worst state. In Curse of Osiris, he was still on every day, multiple hours a day, grinding it. And so he was working hard while everyone was sleeping, and so he had his come up during that time. But he didn't just get lazy and stop. As the game got better, he kept going and he kept growing. And I mean, he's really made a name for himself, and he's now a staple of the community. But the reason he grew it at the start was because he was like, I'm going in, I'm going ham. I'm not going to let some negativity get in my way. I'm just going to be a really positive force in the community. And it's carried him. And, you know, that's actually one of the reasons why I don't want to just let my channel die. Even at Destiny's worst, it still has a very large audience. I would say Destiny is at a pretty bad spot right now. And I have been posting a fraction of what I normally post because there's not much to say. And I'm still going to get 2.5 million views this month. I couldn't get 2.5 million views on many games. Even if I tried, it would be hard to get 2.5 million views. Back in the day, when I went ham on Monster Hunter World, when it first came out, now I understand I wasn't the biggest channel then, but when Monster Hunter World first came out, I was in the top 3 channels for Monster Hunter views that I know of. And I had like 2.8 million. So I'm getting almost like my best months ever when Destiny is slow and when I'm not even posting as much, right? Because there's a lot of fucking people that love Destiny. Yes, the grinders, the hardcore 1% play every day, probably bored with Destiny right now. But for the large majority of people and the people that are playing free to play, there's a lot of stuff for them to go get and chase, and they don't give a flying fuck. And so I'm not going to let my channel die because I'm being all salty and not playing when there's a bunch of people that still want to hang out, still want to watch Destiny, still want to be positive, still want a good laugh and a joke and a meme here and there. And I'm going to do my best to bring that. So Glad kind of showed me that, you know, there's some major potential to grow in a game like this when people are bored and dying. Or not, whoa! What I meant! When people are bored with the game and are saying that the game is dying, that's only a small percentage of people. There's still a lot of positive people. But, you know, I'm not having crazy amounts of fun playing Destiny. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I can go play some Elimination, joke around, and be a fun, positive place to hang out, and you'll have a good time still, right? Because that's the thing, is when I'm here, when I'm streaming, we can look at this! It doesn't even have to be Destiny. We can joke around, we can do some voices, we can have some laughs, and, you know, we can make the best of it, and you know, make a joke out of it. Okay, guys, I literally sniped a guy, and then 6 seconds later he died. Just laugh about it. Yes, I could be salty, and I have been salty, and I have made some ragey videos. But at the same time, we can laugh about that and just talk about how ridiculous it is, and hopefully they fix it down the road. So, anyways, that's my spiel. I'm trying my best to just stay positive. I'm trying to take a page out of Glad's book and just be a cool place to hang out. So, grinding non-stop, have been putting in the work, and they're gonna benefit. And I hope that I can do pretty well. I think my YouTube content will pop off more, but like Grenader Jake, he was MIA for a while, but he's really come back in this last bit, and he's working really hard to kind of rebuild and get things going. So that's awesome. And the thing is there are a lot of views out there. If there's 60, 70,000 views, there's 70,000 people watching Destiny when Trials comes out. Everyone can have a pretty damn big piece of pie. They can have a really nice sized piece of pie. And I'd be lying if I said it isn't a bit of a competition. Oh yeah, Lucky and Botwipe, they're like split up now. Right? They used to get 1,000 viewers on Trials. Crafty have an audience. There's lots of people that have an audience. You want everyone to do good, because if everyone's doing good and there's a big bump in Destiny community, that's good for everyone. Because when someone gets off, you get those viewers. But there's so many people that don't stream this game anymore or really play this game anymore. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. You're either going to get Trials, and there's going to be like a few channels that just benefit super hardcore because everyone was gone and the community just watches the biggest people, or you'll slowly get back to that thing where everyone's watching everyone. I used to pop into 5 or 6 or 7 different streams in a day. I know a lot of people did that. I know that a lot of people used to sub to me and Hovey and Manigator and True Vanguard and like all of us. Well, I don't know if that'll happen anymore. People might just cling to the big people, and I could name like 25 people that stopped playing Destiny. Like on average on a Trials weekend, I got shit on most of the time. On some days, if people weren't online, I would get some viewers, but sometimes I'd have like 80 viewers on a Trials weekend, while some of my friends had 5 times that. Like if you look at True Vanguard, he'd have 400 to 700 viewers on Trials. Hovey, 400 to 500 viewers on Trials. And True Vanguard is now on Facebook. Hovey, he might come back for Trials. I don't know if he will. I don't think he loves Destiny. Manigator would have similar views to me a lot of the time on Trials, especially if he was playing with Hovey and True Vanguard. Crafty dominated me. Luminosity dominated me. Triple Wreck dominated me. Sir D would dominate me. Yeah, Hovey stopped due to drag content, yeah. Okay, and that's the thing too, is like, if you look at Fallout Plays has always made good content. If you look at Cool Guy has always made good content. I would say in many cases, in many types of content, better than mine. But I got popular. Oh my god, I'm bad. I got popular. Ah, come on, Michael. Yikes! And some people didn't get those big breaks, and they grew, but they didn't grow maybe as fast. They didn't blow up, and they've always just kind of stayed where they are. Because it's saturated, right? There's only so many people that people can watch. And so, if you didn't get the big boom, like the Crafties and the Loomies and the Triple Rex and stuff, it is hard to grow in that market and compete. But now that a bunch of people have quit, and there's less people to watch, people like Fallout and people like Cool Guy, their content rise to the surface, as it should. They make good fucking videos, but it was just so saturated before. There was like a ton of different people streaming this, that some people were sweaty, some people were just chill vibes, some people were, really PvE oriented. There was like a lot of diversity, and there was probably 5 to 10 people in all of those slots, right? Probably easy. But anyways, there was probably 5 to 10 people in any category you can think of for Destiny. Now there's probably like 3 or 4 maybe. Like if you look at really good PvP players, who is there? That's online all the time, big following. Just to clarify this point, I actually mean to say Frostbolt and not Fallout in this next part. And I understand there's a bunch of really good players, but there's also a lot of really good players that aren't always streaming. So when you look at how many people are actually playing PvP and streaming 24/7, I apologize again if I missed some names, but there isn't as big of a list as you might think. There's people like Cammy Cakes that are amazing, but he's going to stream, a tenth of what someone like Frostbolt streams. Fallout, Pure Chill. I mean, there's True Vanguard and stuff. If you look at the PvE stuff, who do you got? You got Glad, you got Chev. I apologize if I miss everyone, but like, whatever names I list, there used to be 5 times that amount, 10 times that amount. There used to be so many more of them, and so much more saturated, and they're just gone. Here's a really good example. Think of how many females used to be in the Destiny community that almost never played anymore. There were some awesome women that were always online. There was Mav, Geek Chick, Miss Team KK, Vio, like, Schwitty5, and like, I know a lot of them still stream, and they're doing other things, and they're doing what they gotta do. But they were online always, right? Like they were online every day, and I miss a lot of them. I used to watch a lot of them. There's a group of probably like 10 streamers that just are never online in this directory anymore. And I don't know if they'll come back with trials, but... And so if you look at the views of Destiny, it makes sense. If you give each one of them just 100 viewers, that's 1,000 more viewers. If there was 10 of them missing, right? There's 1,000 viewers right there. All of a sudden we're at 8,000 views. Now bring back Triple Rec, Lumi, Anbu and Sir Demetrius, and they're streaming consistently. Okay, well you just added another 2,000 viewers, maybe even more. And so it's just interesting because, you know, when there are all those other people and there is competition, everyone kind of has more viewers. People are jumping around streams, people are subbing to multiple people, and it is really healthy. But at a time like this, when there's not as many people, it's almost like the big dogs eat even more because there's not as much competition. It's just crazy. That's probably like the most obvious one that's gone, and I don't know why they're gone as much. Goth and Broman, they're at the top of the directory. They've got 3,000 to 5,000, right? Like there's a lot of viewers that just aren't accounted, like they're just not there anymore. And so it's just interesting because, you know, when there are all those other people and there is competition, everyone kind of has more viewers. People are jumping around streams, people are subbing to multiple people, and it is really healthy. It's almost like the people that are established now do better, and because like even right now, like okay, we're just riffing off. I've got 430 viewers. I haven't streamed in forever, and that is higher than my average view count. 430. There's only so many people that people are gonna watch if they're looking for this style. So that's definitely a positive for me. I never claim to be the best. I never claim to be the sweatiest or the best sniper or anything, because you guys are here for the memes.